Hi, you guys. Welcome back to my podcast. This is Life at a Glance with Christy German. And today I wanted to talk about learning to love again after heartbreak and a loss or death. And I wanted to start this podcast today actually with a quote that I really like. And it starts, "It's okay to be scared, but you have to get out there, open up, love, make mistakes, learn to be stronger, and start all over again." Basically, what that means to me is a lot because, and I feel like it means a lot to all of us because we've all been through heartache, and a lot of us have been through a loss, a sudden loss sometimes. And basically, those are hard things to get over. But I feel like if we really, do us and realize what we're looking for in a person, we'll be able to get there eventually. I believe basically we've all done some things in relationships that we regret. Sometimes these things are big enough to end it all. Sometimes we work through them. But either way, we end up learning and growing, learning about things that we want in a relationship, and also learning a lot about ourselves. And life can be about taking chances, and we should always weigh the pros and cons. But we were put here ultimately to have fun, to have a good time. And that's, priority actually to me. I think pretty much to a lot of you also. Another point I wanted to make is I believe we should all become what we want in the relationship instead of demanding what we want out of a relationship. Remembering what we value and remembering what's most important to us, it helps us find the right person for ourselves. And essentially, I feel like dating can feel like a job interview when we're first getting to know each other. It's all those initial questions we ask, to see if the person's on the same page, or, trying to be open and honest about our needs and our wants and what they want and do they match. And, it can be hard sometimes, but, again, put yourself out there and give those people a chance because you just really never know. Another point I would say is, try not to compare anyone to your previous relationships. Just because they let you down or they weren't right for you doesn't mean your next will let you down or not be right for you. But that's why we do ask those questions. We get to know each other so we can, be on that same page and find someone who is right for us. And honestly, I really truly believe like the most successful relationships a lot of times come from people who are older because, they learned a lot about themselves. And the more we know about ourselves, the more we know about what we want. And so that's just really important. A lot of people don't end up figuring that out until a lot later, but, figure out what you want, keep your hobbies, and see if that attracts the right person. And another question I was asked recently was, how long is it's supposed to be for a person to grieve a heartache or even a loss or a death of a partner before they truly move on to the next person. And I believe that it depends on the person. I believe it's important not to judge people in that situation because coming from the outside looking in, we don't really have a clue what that particular person is going through. So a lot of times people move on quickly to kind of help get over the loss, or maybe they don't move on quickly at all because they're grieving, or maybe they just want to be alone. I don't know. All I do know is, true love and finding a soulmate or even a best friend, or if you're just looking for a companion, is very possible after all these. You just got to be brave and put yourself out there. Another thing I wanted to say is that keep your priorities, in order and keep doing you. And the right person really, truly always manages to find you. And that's how I truly, honestly feel. And that being said, that pretty much covers what I wanted to talk about this week for my podcast is just, I see a lot of people that are out there single, and I just want to say you're not alone, and it's brave of you to try all over again, even though you've had your heart broke. And I just wanted to say I hope everyone had a really good Halloween, and everyone was safe. Me and my family had a lot of fun. We all dressed up. Everyone was mostly scary this year, except for me and Mads. We were butterflies. But yeah, we also tried for the first time this podcast called Notorious Bakersfield, and it was amazing, and we definitely recommend it. We took a drive on a Friday night, and basically what it is it has about 10 tracks, and it drives you to each different address location, and it tells you a true crime story about that specific house or building that you're at, and it's very scary and it's so fun. So me and the fam went and did that this year, and we definitely recommend it. And now we're getting ready for Thanksgiving, which we can't wait, because every year we enjoy a Salvadorian Thanksgiving, which is featured pan con pavo, which my husband brought into my life a few years back, and it's just the best thing ever. It's basically like a torta with turkey or a turkey sandwich, but I really can't compare it to that because it's so much better. But basically it's bolillo bread with lettuce, radish, cucumber, and the turkey marinated in like a salsa sauce, which I can't really describe, and I can't give you all the ingredients because that would just be giving it all away. But yes, can't wait. So that'll be for Thanksgiving. And I also do mac and cheese for Miss Jade because it's her favorite. I have to do my mom's Italian stuffing this year in honor of her, and just because we love it so much. Some homemade mashed potatoes, sparkling cider, trying to stay away from the alcohol, so there won't be any of that. But yeah, I wanted to say thanks for tuning in again, and let's enjoy this month. I'll catch up with you guys in a couple of weeks. All right, take it easy. Bye.